everybody, welcome back to Quincy Tech channel that is under this Snazzy Tech Media umbrella. I'm hoping that name's gonna stick really well, and I still think it's cool, so I'm hoping everybody will enjoy that. So, we're gonna have a little discussion today about the Wi-Fi that I got to replace the Link 6 mesh Wi-Fi that got fried during the little mini flood that we had earlier this year. And, let's get into it. It's really a simple little review, and then I'm not going to delve too much into the app itself because I don't want to share too much of my security settings that I have, but I'll give you the examples of what it does. There's screenshots and a video of what it could do in a little bit. And it'll be off to the side over here when it comes up, and I'll also give my bullet points on the other side. They give you some important things about the equipment itself. So anyway, the NetGear Orbi 960 quad band Wi-Fi 6E. There's a white edition and a black edition. The black is cool, but I figured white is just fine. Hit it more, it's a little calm to the eyes, or whatever. But it is the fastest Wi-Fi speed that's out there right now, and a couple of companies have it, but I've done a ton of reviews, and the NetGear Orbi 960 has like editorial reviews from the PC World, PCMag.com, and I also won an award from Times Guide Award 2022. And it seems to be the best mesh Wi-Fi system out there, and it really does its job. Especially works especially well with my fiber network that comes with what I will have, and no problems with speed, no latency in data and streaming. I could have a ton of devices streaming, and it would not hurt the Wi-Fi speed at all. It is that good. So I'm really impressed with it. It can go up to 10.8 gigabits per second up and down, and it also has, well, there are what's called satellites. You have the main unit and the satellite, the three-piece unit. The one satellite is in our bedroom, and another is in the dining room area, and that gave us a pretty good coverage of the house, and it will reach the front of the house fairly far. I mean, I'll have to walk up the street a little bit. I can still detect my Wi-Fi. That's pretty strong, even with only just 2 bars, which is kind of impressive. And the speed of it didn't hurt that much by walking that far. And I can go all the way to my backyard, to the fence that's close to the street, and no lots of no reduction in speed, no nothing. It just works fairly well. Time is good. There don't be time to freeze if we went to wire, pretty much because of the competition of the house. So, and there might be some other interference with other people's devices, electromagnetic interference at that time, but that doesn't happen often, and that's pretty well. So, I really like it. It also allows me to put a lot of devices on the Wi-Fi without having to worry about it getting a drop in speed, and it's fairly secure with the NetGear Orbi app that I've got that came with the NetGear Orbi 960, and it had something called NetGear Orbi. It protects your Wi-Fi network, and also gives you the option to install Bitdefender on certain devices, which I have on a couple of mine, and also constantly catches vulnerabilities that of all these devices. It gives you a report on that, which I'll show you in just a second, and also alerts you to stop phishing attacks, stop malware, and I have multiple steps of protection. That's about Bitdefender and a couple of other things on my computer, as well as my devices, and I'm fairly secure. You can invest in a VPN. That'll give you even extra protection on Wi-Fi if you wanted to, if you don't have a Mac. But I'm fairly secure, and I've also taken some other measures to make sure all of my online accounts are secure as well. Especially with the use of an Authenticator app. I suggest that everybody has one, because it really helps you with keeping track of where your logins are happening. If you see an unrecognized login, you can cancel it. And you also have 2FA turned on, two-step authentication, and it will help you really make sure that you're secure and you're anything important doesn't get stolen or used in nefarious ways. So it's really important to keep yourself secure in that regard. And also, of course, all of my email accounts that I have with the various companies for different types of work, it's fairly secure, and I have the spam filter, junk filter, or at the proper level, and it's been catching a lot of the spam that comes in, and I've been doing pretty good. And if you've been in the business as long as I have, you know what to watch out for, and I've been a knock on wood, everything stays good that way. So, yeah. So, anyways, the NetGear Orbi has a quad band, which basically means multiple bands for sending and receiving it, and that's what helps with a lot of the streaming stuff, especially if you're gaming like me. Like my wife, watching movies all the time, watching the repeat of TV shows that she loves all the time, and of course me too. I love my sci-fi shows and sci-fi movies. I gotta watch them. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it. It obviously worked in Wi-Fi 6E. Had the new 6 gigahertz band, which helped with the speed of everything and handling of the multiple devices all at the same time. It does really well. The 10 gigabit port that's on each Orbi handles it really well. I don't use it, but I've tried it once, and no latency issues with either with Wi-Fi turned on and the active use of that port either. So very effective. So far it's been working great, and it got a lot of coverage up to 9,000 square feet, which is really nice. More than what I need, but it gives me, that probably helps with all that keeping the single strong and stuff like that. So I've been happy with it, and one of the things you have to do for yourself is, this is a $1,500 machine, piece of equipment. I got it from Best Buy for about $100 less at that time. It's probably, if there was a sale, I was lucky there. But to get it direct from NetGear or to get it from Best Buy, it's going to be about $1,500. And to me, I think it's a worthy investment to make sure you get the right kind of security that you need for Wi-Fi to handle the fiber speed. And I checked up a lot of my check boxes, and also it gets a ton of reviews online. It gets it to, got awards and stuff like that from reputable sources, and there's been a lot of positive reviews for NetGear Orbi, and they are one of the leading companies alongside Link to giving out some really good Wi-Fi. Link had some good ones too, but I've always gotten Linksys before, but now I went ahead and got NetGear because I like the reviews, and it seems to work really well with fiber since I have fiber. So that's, but everybody's different. You have to do what you're comfortable with as far as affordability and how much you really need. If you don't need a whole lot, you can get probably a simpler version of your Wi-Fi. So it all amounts to what you're comfortable with, what you really need for different types of situations. But with what I do with all the gaming, the movies, and the YouTubing and stuff like that, I wanted to make sure I had a really good, strong signal and a strong upload and download speeds for data transfer, for streaming and stuff like that. And I've been really lucky with everything. So yeah, so again, whatever is comfortable for you, but from top one, number one choice, or from multiple choices, it's NetGear Orbi 960 series quad band Wi-Fi 60. So give it a check it out yourself, see what you think, maybe get yourself one. I don't know. This is not a paid advertisement, by the way. I'm doing this for free so I can get some videos on my channel, so we can maybe eventually grow in popularity and maybe even modernize my channel at a much future date. But right now, I'm having some fun with video, and this going is working great. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure it's been extremely hot out there, so make sure you're staying hydrated, cool, and healthy. And make sure you also enjoy life. Don't be stuck inside. Go out there for a little bit, not a long time, but enough to get some fresh air. Or even just take a little ride and just, enjoy nature a little bit and bring technology into nature and have a little bit of fun there. So, anyway, just keep an eye out for the next video, and I hope you enjoy. You have a fantastic evening, afternoon, or weekend. Bye-bye.